A woman comes to Jesus and she says to him, my child is sick. She's demon possessed. You have the power of healing. You can heal her. And Jesus looks at her and maybe he even has tears in her eyes. And he's thinking to himself, she's one of God's creatures. But he's thinking to himself that he has just previously taught his followers that God hadn't sent him for the Gentiles. God had sent him for the Jews. And he had sent him to Israel so that he could get his people to follow God in the right way so that they would then create groups of people who would go out to the world around them, to the Gentiles around them, and share the good news of God's love for them. You see, he knows that he has what the Jews need, and that while the Gentiles need it as well, they're going to get it in the second shift, so to speak. And so he tells the woman, I came here for Israel. That's my call. That's what God is wanting me to do. And he asks her, do you give children's food to dogs? And we look at that and we go, wow, that's really cold. Huh? He just called her a dog. What's up with that, Jesus? But what we need to understand is that back in that day, they had a very familiar expression that they used in that day. And people knew that expression. This woman knew it and everyone else around him knew it. And that expression was, you don't give dog food to people and you don't give people food to dogs. And the expression that's being used there is that each one gets what we're supposed to have. Each person gets what's coming to us. And the woman knows that expression. She knows what Jesus is saying. He's not calling her a dog. He's using a familiar expression to her. And he's saying, right now, what I have is not for you. The time has not come for that. My ministry is to the Jewish people, to the people who God is calling me to minister to. But this woman who has chutzpah, right, faith, but Rabbi, it's my daughter, it's my baby, it's my girl. And Rabbi, even the dogs go under the table and they eat the crumbs of the people food that fall to the floor. So please help me. Please help me. Please help me. And Jesus looks at this woman and he says, I haven't seen faith like this. I haven't seen chutzpah like this, even among the Jewish people. Lady, your baby is healed. She is healed.